He's a one-of-a-kind politician in this state, the only Asian-American mayor in the Commonwealth. His name is Shang. He's a guy who, for most of his life, showed no interest in the game of politics, but now is being counted among its best players. Marcus Jones has his story.
It's just about noon, and Mayor Shang is leaving his office. He's not off to lunch. He's off to see his city at work.
Is he shooting the grade over there? Yeah. Is that John over there? Yeah. Okay, let's talk to John. See how the grade is being done, huh?
Inspecting a compost site such as this, or even monitoring bridge and road work, is not unusual for the mayor. Keeping an eye on things is Shang's trademark.
Now, if they had equipment broken down, right, I'd be right out there. We'll get that. We'll fix that so you can get on the job and keep on rolling.
You'd be out there helping them fix something if you were able to.
Well, I try.
You try?
I try. I'm not.
This 64-year-old, two-term mayor of Attleboro is a rare bird in Massachusetts politics, not because he's just as comfortable riding around with public works crews as he is sitting behind his desk, but because he's the highest-ranking Chinese-American office holder in the state, possibly in the entire Northeast.
We contacted several Chinese-American groups, and that's the word that they passed on to us.
We're talking New York.
That's right on down. He's the top guy, supposedly.
But Shang is low-key about his Chinese heritage. He probably wouldn't even be in politics today if the city hadn't closed his family's laundry business about a decade ago in order to make way for this urban renewal project, which ironically happens to be right across the street from the new city hall, where he now presides as mayor.
I was mostly interested in taking care of my family is number one. To send them to college, and I was not involved. But as retrospective, as I look back to it, I think I should have been involved. So I knew what the political ramifications of urban renewal was.
In Attleboro, a city of about 35,000 people and very few minorities, Shang's support is due in part to his familiarity. He was born in Attleboro in the mid-20s, attended the public schools, and became a standout on Attleboro High's undefeated football team of 1942 and the school's state championship basketball team of 1943. He served as a torpedo man with the U.S. fleet in the Pacific during World War II, and when he returned home, he enrolled at Suffolk University. But for years after Shang graduated and returned to work in Attleboro, he was content not to make waves. Unlike African Americans who during the 50s began speaking up through the political process, many well-established Asian Americans, as well as new arrivals, still tend to shy away from politics. Shang hopes that will change.
I think not only for Asian American, I think many other, say, ethnic group, that they should get involved. It's a chance to voice their opinion and change things. And they should be charged with that responsibility, not to be passive.
First candidate for mayor is Charles Adler. He's a former Scout leader and an Eagle Scout. Seated next to Mr. Adler is the incumbent, Shang.
Right now, Shang is embroiled in a formidable race for re-election. School overcrowding is a major issue, but the mayor easily placed first in last week's preliminary, and he's considered the favorite to win next month's general election.
Do you wish you got into this earlier?
In retrospect, I think I should have known more. I wish I did, yeah.
For the 10 o'clock news, I'm Marcus Jones.
Hey!